Facing the new ball, especially when it's swinging into you, can be a very, very difficult time for any type of batsman, whether it's the first new ball, the second new ball for a tail ender. There's a few things you need to get right to make sure you aren't getting out straight away. You can actually score runs off it and keep your wicket. I'm going to show you a few examples of a few of the batsmen that I currently train and how they react and play the ball that is swinging into them. One of the most important things as a batsman is finding out what they're trying to do as the bowler to get you out. The biggest issue I see with batsmen is they overcommit to the ball early. If it's a guy swinging it into a right-handed batsman, it's overcommitting to outside off or to off stump. And what that does is actually just pop your leg right in front of those stumps. And if you are a little bit early to it and it does swing in late, then you're susceptible to that LBW or to falling over trying to correct yourself. When the ball is swinging or seaming, the biggest thing you need to be doing is just looking at playing within your bubble. As soon as you go outside that and the ball's moving around, you're very susceptible to nicking one to slips or to missing one, getting bowled and LBW and putting yourself in a really tough situation. So what we want to be looking at with these couple of batsmen here is just where they play the ball. Are they playing in that bubble? Do they happen to move their feet too much? Are they going towards the leg side when they're playing that ball? Are they overcommitting too much? Or are they getting it right? And then we'll talk through the things that they did really well and the things that they struggled with a little bit and some of our work-ons, and we'll talk through it in real time. It's going to be really, really cool to show you guys how you work through these problems when they present themselves. And then the biggest thing you can do as a batsman is actually learn how to fix yourself on the run. Your coach isn't going to be there when you're out there in the middle. So what you need to be able to do is self-diagnose what's happening, what your issue is, especially when the bowling's at its hardest at the start, or as I said, with that second new ball. So if you know that you're someone that has tendency to really play outside their body, then if you do that in the game and something goes wrong, you're not quite middling it, or you're playing and missing, you seem to be edging, you might edge one through second or third slip. It's finding out what you've done wrong and being able to fix that in real time. And so the next thing to think about is where the field's going to be. So if the ball's swinging into that right-hander or your lefty, it's coming into you, they might have one, potentially two slips if it is moving a little bit off the seam as well. Most likely going to be a gully and a point, right? That's going to be your field behind square on the offside, left or right-handed there. Most likely, there is going to be a little gap somewhere on this leg side. If they've got that sort of 6-3 field there, you usually are going to have some type of space, whether it is mid-wicket or it is square leg. And the biggest thing here, as I said, if you're not overcommitting to a shot and you're coming forward, bringing your head towards the ball there, it's just being able to play soft hands is going to be the biggest one. You can't do that if you're playing outside your body. So that's one of the big ones there. If you can wait for the ball, if it's a little bit short, you can go back and you're just dead batting it a little bit, or soft hands there so you can just turn the bats slightly and take a single. And that could be either way. They may have a guy that is behind point there, maybe a meter or two behind the line of point. And all you're doing is just dropping and running just in front of point there. Very unlikely they have a guy riding close in cover. Otherwise, they're going to expose that big cover gap. So likely at that point, the cover is back and is very much an easy single in that one. Or if they have that guy up and close at cover, it's usually going to be that straighter one. So just looking in yourself as to where those singles are going to be. And let's see if the batsmen play that. Yes, it is their first sort of 12 balls is what we're going to show in this video. But it's being able to get those singles and then having a little bit of a plan. So when you come out to bat, especially early on when it is moving around a bit, you need to know the 1 to 2 boundary shots that if you get that type of ball, you can still hit that. Because the last thing we want to do is go into our shell when we're playing these type of shots and facing these type of bowling and the ball moving around. You still want to be able to be positive, and that's what you can do through those easy singles either side there, especially square. Those easy ones that you can just dead bat it, or you can get right over the top and soft hands it. And then for you, it might be that straight drive. So you want to be playing as straight as possible. You get a half volley or a full toss and you can drive that ball. Or for you, might be the cut or the pull shot there. Or for you, it might be the cut or the pull shot there. So these are things you need to think about and have a plan when you're going out to face this type of bowling, because it's not easy at all to get through that period. But as we know, a lot of the time, it does start to slow down that swing and the bowlers start to get a little bit tired as well. They may lose their shape, they may lose their wrist position, and everything does get that little bit easier. So if you can learn to get through the start, spend more time at the other end. If you can do that by hitting a single or two, getting down there, relaxing. You're ready to go to obviously run, but you get to chill out and let the other bloke deal with it. So a big issue we see with a lot of players is they don't have a clear plan for different type of bowling, different type of swing, or when it's seaming or if it's a bit poppy off the pitch, having that clear plan is going to take you a long way to be able to get through that first 3 to 5 overs, which is really tough. And then you can really build into an innings, get to that 30, 40, 50, and then we can build from there. So let's get in there and see how the boys navigate the first 12 balls. All right, we have Lachlan Gatherer here. We've got the brand new red Cooker Colt. 2-piecer. It's going to swing beautifully. We're going to start with just swinging him into him. We've got 12 rocks. Let's see how he goes. Good luck, mate.
No run. Ooh, that's bounced.
So you can see with this, we're going to try and get him to step across with this big swing. Through the gate. It's making it look easy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, get that into ya.
Oh, there it is. You wait.
I'm going to put that in there.
Oh, another one.
Oh, get that out of here. He thinks he's cool, but he can do it the
That's
second
flowing.
time. Oh, here we go.
Runs.
Here we go.
Runs.
Found our first blemish in the second over.
That's runs. No run.
Well, much better. That's what we're talking about there. That back foot sliding behind him like he's figure skating. Shot.
Runs.
Oh, that's nice. What about it? What was the best part?
Still. A lot more still and upright.
Yep.
Back foot's not sliding as much as the
Yeah, you
past.
just had the one there.
Yeah, one. As much as the past couple of weeks though.
And what's been the biggest improvement the last sort of few months?
Probably head's more still over the ball.
Where are the hands?
I'm not out in front.
Exactly. That was perfect there. That's the biggest thing with those in-swingers, playing them late. And so here we have Will Straker, first grade fast bowler and aspiring all-rounder, looking to move up the order there. He's been doing really well technically. Let's see how he goes against the second new ball. All right, what's your plan? First coming into bat, first 12 balls with a swinging ball into you.
I'm just trying to play it as late as possible. Just watch it. I'm just trying to watch it as hard as I can.
Yep.
And then, yeah, react late, watch the ball away, but move late and play it under my eyes.
Yeah, where's your singles?
If it's swinging in, I'll be trying to work on like the shot that we've been working on, just trying to like get it in this gap here, like in between, like I'm assuming you have forward square and mid on.
Yep.
It's like in that gap there. And then anything that's like that kind of back of the length on here, just wanting to drop like under my eyes and like towards backward point.
So behind him?
Behind or in front, but yeah, whatever.
Sweet.
But in those gaps there.
And your boundary balls?
Boundary ball, anything short, I'm going to try and pull or cut.
Cool.
And then half volley.
Easy. Good luck. Played. One there then. Played.
Shot. 2.
Oh, how was?
Down leg.
We got the footage. So.
Pull it. Yeah, spread them.
Just. You might have gotten taller. Played.
It's a bit early. That's all right.
Feeling good so far?
Yeah, no, I'm feeling all right.
Fishy.
Wanted it.
I was looking for it. 2 slip scully, they're ready to go. All right, Yorker again. Oh no.
Played.
I called Yorker to the video.
Or maybe 1.
Stayed straighter. Off
Yeah.
the mouth.
Or 1. Shot. Oh, probably dot.
Yeah. Straight to square.
What do you reckon?
B1 there.
Yeah, take it.
When do you feel comfortable out in the middle? What does it take for you to feel comfortable? Is it a few balls? Is it hitting a certain shot?
To be honest, it just depends on the situation. Like in a 2-dayer coming in, if it's an older ball, I can pretty much feel comfortable straight away. Like I don't feel like the bowler's going to get me out unless it's someone bowling like absolute rapid or anything like that, or the pitch is doing something. But generally, yeah, 2-day stuff, I can come out and feel pretty comfortable and I'm not going to get out in the like pretty much straight away. It's more in the 1-day and T20 stuff where I need to score quickly.
Yeah.
I'll start feeling comfortable once I can start hitting those singles, but I think that's something I've struggled with a little bit where we're batting it in the lower order and needing to kind of get those singles straight away. You have a couple of dot balls and that's where the pressure sort of builds up.
Yep.
Yeah. And then obviously when I feel like I'm like really on fire is just hitting, it doesn't really matter where it is, but milling anything for 4.
It's always nice.
Yeah, it feels nice. I'm like, yeah, I'm on there.
Yeah, so that's something we've been working on is just going for those singles.
Yeah.
Early in the innings. How do you think they went? What I saw, for the most part there, is the boys played it with really late, soft hands and did a great job. The only time that it went wrong a little bit was when the foot movement, back foot especially, started to move back and away, or it was just a slight square up there. So for the most part, the boys were able to stay side on. They were able to block just out in front on either side and still put away the bad ball when it came. Really, really good effort from the guys here. And these are some things that you should really practice, especially at the start of your net session. What you see most of the time is we go in, we just do the basics, but what happens when you actually get out in the middle? You get out there and you're facing high quality pace bowling that's swinging around, seaming around, especially if you're a top 4 batsman. You don't get that practice by a couple of easy throwdowns out in the middle. So in your training session, I would really suggest coming out and playing some tough fast bowling to kick things off, or a really good spinner. So either way, you're going to come out to something like that when you get in the game and the pressure's going to be on. So you may as well practice that way as well. And then you can go in and fix a few of the deficiencies or do some of the drills that you're trying to work on. But go out there and face a bowler that's going to be bowling some different lengths. They might bowl a short one, they may hit a Yorker, they may try and hit top of off, and giving them that scenario with the field and getting it as close to a game-like scenario as possible is going to be so beneficial before you go and work on those other skills. And that's what you could see with these 2 sessions. This was their first 12 balls that they faced in their session. And you can see there, just playing late and thinking about that a little bit more, watching the ball really closely is going to help them when they go into the games and they come across, as I said, those really tough situations where there's lots of pressure on and you've got 11 guys hunting you. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought of their efforts there in that 12 and if that's something you're going to try yourself.